Oh my gosh, wasn't that some exciting music? But hey, welcome. This episode we're driving a chunk of the Blue Ridge Parkway from Boone through to Asheville. We're stopping off at a bunch of spots and spending a few nights at Black Mountain. We've been hanging out for some swimming, some waterfalls, mountain views and cooler weather, oh my gosh. All during a week off from summer camp back in Asheville, North Carolina, where we live at B3 Brewery. Had to check that one in, Alan. But if you're new here and that sounds like you, then welcome. Let's get on with it.
So I don't know too much about this Blue Ridge Parkway, but I'm pretty sure this road is just mostly for scenery. This is not the most direct route to get anywhere, but you get all these great views and like people just come and check it out. So this is the first kind of good view, the Green Mountain Overlook. And there's no one here. We've seen quite a few cars parked at different car parks. There might be some like hikes to do, but this is just a view.
So this road was started in the Great Depression as a way of creating jobs and showcasing some of the beautiful nature on the eastern US. The road is great at capturing the views and giving you a stack of short and long walks that you can pull over to do. But then as we continued on the road we saw this deer. So of course, being from New Zealand, we had to circle back around and get some more videos of that thing. But then it wasn't going to be long till we were going to stop at the Linville Gorge, but just before we got there we found this awesome waterhole for us to finally be able to go for a swim.
So we found this cool little picnic area.
I ain't got much besides this guitar. Back a ways, you find what else I want in the trunk of that damn old car. Don't know
What a beautiful little spot on the side of the road. I'm guessing we're right by Linville Falls, so I'm guessing this is like the Linville River.
And made it clear it ain't going no further. There's fury beneath that hood. It dragged my bones all the way to California, but it sure ain't taking me home. So if you got a spare seat and you're headed east, mister, that's where I'm going. I'm aiming for a holler in the hills of Appalachia. No sir, you wouldn't know the name. It's prettier than heaven and where I'm at the world, but it ain't got no other claims to claim.
Yeah, what are we counting?
Oh, so nice though. Oh, this is so good. It's what we came here for. Oh, this is such a beautiful spot. Wasn't even on the map, so it pays to pull into the little side stops on the side of the road.
I left my Holly Tree to find my fame and fortune on this here California coast. To tell the truth, long shots of rye whiskey was what I seemed to find the most.
But then it was off to Linville Falls.
Hollywood don't want me, the radio won't play me. I guess I ain't that kind. And singing on the street, man, sure gets lonely when nobody pays me no mind. I ain't sorry that I tried it, I ain't sorry that I came, I ain't sorry that I bet it all. But in the words of Kenny Rogers, you gotta know when to fold 'em, and I ain't got the money.
There's quite a few different trails you can take to get a different view.
So some of this part of the river, especially the falls, is a part of the movie The Last of the Mohicans. So this was a really busy day. This wasn't the only stop that we made for a walk. We did a couple of other ones as well as lots of stopping along this road. And the kids were starting to get really tired and were kind of overbeen in the car and travelling, and so were me and Soph. And it was time to head to our accommodation, Black Mountain, where we were going to enjoy some spa pooling. But first we had this pretty gnarly road that we needed to navigate, and I think the kids enjoyed it.
It's funny sometimes you gotta go so far to find again the place.
All the stopping, all the walking. We've done about 14,000 steps today, so we've done some hiking. And we're still an hour out from getting to the house, and it's 4:30.
No sir, you wouldn't know the name, but it's prettier than heaven.
This is cool.
I'm going again.
Nice big bed, but it's a little smaller room than I thought.
Snacks.
So this place has got a few downfalls, like it's pretty squishy in here. Me and Soph on the bed, the kids were like crammed in here. I'll show you a picture of them. It was pretty squashy, and this kitchen is like tiny. But one good thing about this thing, let us go and show you.
I don't think there are too many things in this world that say relax more than a spa pool. So we were definitely up for some relaxing in the spa because we were actually exhausted from our hard work and the heat at camp. The following day we just chilled out, watched a couple of movies and swam, and we went for a walk around Lake Tomahawk in the town. We did see some pretty cute little baby chicks in these nests in the rafters of this local community centre. But otherwise it was a low-key day because tomorrow...
I love the fact that I feel like I'm living in a movie right now. So cool down these streets. And these trees are massive, right? Like right in the middle of town. But today we are going up the biggest mountain east of the Mississippi River at Mount Mitchell. So we are about to jump in the car and head on up there. It is very humid today. And once again, thunderstorms are expected. So let's get on with it.
I don't know if there is anywhere I could compare this drive to back home. It's all just so different. Full forested woods, rolling hills, nice roads with no stores or gas stations or anything commercial on this road. Just pure Appalachian nature as it always has been.
Right, we've made it. The highest point in eastern United States, Mount Mitchell, and it's just all clouds up here.
What? For some reason, I don't know why, the kids thought that 16 degrees Celsius was too cold. I thought it was perfect, but it gave us a good chance to be able to go into the information centre where it was a little bit warmer, where we could check out some of the local information on this area.
It's so nice up here. It's like 60 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 16 degrees Celsius, so I haven't been happier. Yeah, I can piggyback you because I'm not hot and sweaty. The trees up here remind me a bit of Canada, waiting for a bear to come out.
If you didn't see on the sign, Mount Mitchell was the highest point east of the Mississippi River for the entire eastern United States. So pretty cool spot for us to be able to visit.
So one observation that Sophie pointed out is there is no information on the indigenous people and how they used, viewed, lived in these ranges. It's just all colonization, really. Alright, Sophie's got us going on a walk in a thunderstorm, so let's see how that goes.
It's gonna go great, that's how it's gonna go.
Well, let's just see.
It was an experience.
So off we went on our hike up the craggy pinnacle. It's only about 800 metres to the top, but a storm would soon meet us.
You can hear the thunder rolling in the distance there. Apparently the storm is headed right for us.
From the count between the thunder, well, she made a good point.
It's really great when you can get up onto these spots where you can get a good 360 degree view all around.
Right, I think we need to do a time lapse of this thunderstorm.
But it was a short one because the storm was getting close.
Well, probably shouldn't hang out here too long because we don't want to be the statistic. Some New Zealanders got struck by lightning in the mountains. And Riley definitely doesn't like the thunderstorms, do you, Riley?
The kids were definitely keen on us getting out of there as soon as possible.
Man, it's so moody behind you.
Casual Kiwis. Sticking around a bit too long up the top.
Yeah, she'll be right, mate. She'll be right, no worries. Hurry up, Soph. Get moving. Whoa. What do you think, Jade? It's getting closer. It's definitely raining a lot now, but I know it can rain worse.
So at this point we had ditched Sophie because she needs to go carefully because of her knee and back. So me and the kids were hoping to get back before we were soaked.
Okay. Yeah, that's it, Jade. Go fast, girl, faster. You can go faster. We're nearly out. Right, just wait at the tree out there, Jade. Yeah. Yeah, alright, let's go. I just want you to be close to Dad in this bit, okay? Guys, it's just safer. Woo-hoo-hoo. Man, that cloud has fully like come right into this valley. Right, hop in, hop in. Woo! Oh my goodness! That was crazy.
Thank goodness I brought my baby from the towel.
Heck.
Well, poor mum.
Yeah, poor mum, we left her. So she's going to be hosed off. Can you find mum's towel, kids?
A few other people that thought it was a good idea to go up when we were coming down already.
Well, it's going to be an interesting drive down this mountain because, man. Right, we've been sitting in this car waiting for Soph for a little while. So I think I'm going to have to go out there and brave it because I'm a bit worried about her knee. Are you guys?
Yeah, I'm worried about all of her actually.
Let's do it. Oh, there you are. See, I knew that was going to happen. There she is, just in time. She is going to be so wet. Oh, I'm so glad, grateful I didn't have to get out there and get soaked. Yeah, I've got my towel for here.
I feel so bad for Mum. She's gonna.
I just want to say it was her idea to go up there when it was going to thunderstorm, right?
Still, I feel. I mean, true.
Should I lock it?
No. No. Don't you dare.
Gonna stand here too.
I feel so
You need-
bad for you.
Oh, I'm fine.
No, you're not.
A bit makariri. It was an experience.
So it was good we were all back in the car safe. No one was injured and we were able to leave and go home to get some dry clothes and hop in that spa pool.
Hey, so we are in Asheville for the day. We listened to a podcast called The Moth, and we are going to the live Moth today in Asheville, right?
At the actual stage thing.
It's going to be so cool, eh?
Yeah.
So in Asheville we went and checked out the botanical gardens first, which definitely are not like the botanical gardens in New Zealand, which are mostly kind of flowers and some native trees. This was all pretty much just the woods, like what they have everywhere in the state, just with some name plaques on them. But there was this really cool stream flowing through here with some kind of cool water holes, and it was hot, so of course we wanted to be able to go for a swim.
We're getting ready to go for a swim. It's hot, eh, Riley?
Oh yeah.
You wouldn't think there was a massive road up there, but I'm in my happy place.
How about you, Toby?
Wherever you're going, wherever you're at, don't get stuck while it drags you. Wrapped in the past, wait for summer to fetch you. It's gonna work itself out.
Cracks me up to have such beautiful nature right next to a main road, but that was a good swim.
Loved every minute of it. So probably about 2 years ago we started listening to a podcast, which is a radio show. It's called The Moth, and it's a bunch of people just telling stories. And it was kind of like a bucket list thing. If we get to the States, let's go to a live recording or a live show. So here we are.
Yeah, and if you want to listen to some stories, just go onto The Moth. Just look it up on your podcast. Just normal, everyday people sharing their stories. It's pretty cool. Even our kids like to listen to it.
Yeah.
There we go, Sophie. Great eagle.
So if you're interested in listening to The Moth, I will try my best to remember to put a link in the description of this video so you can go listen to some cool stories. Give a few of them a go because they're not always the best.
I am so excited to be here.
Don't say anything in particular, but what's your name?
Hey, I'm Foy with the Moth Story Slam. We're glad to have y'all here from New Zealand, all the way in Asheville, North Carolina.
Yeah, we've been looking forward to this. We were like thinking about this before we left New Zealand, so
We're so glad y'all are here.
cool, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How many of this is your first time attending the Moth Story Slam? How many old timers in the house? All right, tonight's theme is nature. Of course, there's no audio and video recording allowed.
And it was that point I had to turn it all off.
Right, so how was it?
Oh, that was so good. It was like exceeding expectations.
Yeah, good quality on the storytelling tonight too. I was a bit wondering if they were going to be as good as the ones that are on the podcast, but they were exceptional. Anyway, we're probably going to leave this episode here. Back to the accommodation tonight and back to camp tomorrow. So see you later.
Hey, so if you follow us on Facebook and Instagram, you would have seen that our flights home were cancelled and we were umming and ahhing whether we take the refund and extend our stay here and go and do a bit of extra travel, or whether we just say, no, you need to put us on the next available flight back to New Zealand, closest to the date that we had already selected. So what have we done? Well, let me tell you. So what we really wanted to do with the travel was take the kids to the desert, because we went out there last time we were here 13 years ago and it is so beautiful. But we ummed and ahed and weighed up the pros and cons, and we decided the desert is probably actually not a very fun place to take kids. Going on hikes, I think they would just moan. I would moan. They would be moaning even worse than me because of the heat. So we phoned up the airline company anyway, and they allowed us to extend our flights for 7 days free of charge. So we did that. We've extended for 7 days. So we decided we'd taken them to Washington, D.C. because it's cool there. You get to see lots of places that are on the movies. And almost everything to do there is for free, which is really great. So we can kind of have a good time there. We've already booked accommodation. So we're going for 5 days to Washington. We're going to head to another place called Fayetteville, which has, I think, America's biggest military base, Fort Bragg. But we've got a couple of friends that we know there that we will visit. And then we're heading to the coast. We're going to Wilmington to stay with some people that are going to spoil us and look after us, and they've got like a bit of a waterfront property and some really good swimming there, so we are looking forward to that. So that is what we're doing. We're going to be leaving here on the 12th of September. But anyway, if you have made it this far into this video, thank you very much. We appreciate you following along in our adventures, and our time here is like coming to an end. By the time you watch this, we're only going to be just over a month left here in the States. So until the next video, see you later.